Okay.
Sorry, dear. Thank you for.
All right.
Like so. No. We need to watch the movie. Yeah, we do. We need to like.
All right. Okay, so what is this right here?
It's a crossword puzzle.
It's part of the children's menu. It's got a crossword puzzle on it.
Or what?
But it's just a normal what?
Piece of paper.
It's just a normal piece of paper. It's 8.5 by 11. It's got some writing on it, and it's got some colored ink on it. But it is just a normal piece of paper. You can touch it. Is it normal? Okay. Now I got a question for you.
All right.
Do you think that it's possible for me to put a hole in this paper that's big enough for everyone from your church group to walk through? Do you think I can put a hole in this paper big enough for everyone to walk through?
Definitely.
It seems impossible, but I can do it. And I will do it. And all of you will walk through it.
Really?
Really? Yeah. But before I do though, I want you all to think about something that might seem impossible in your life, but something that you might want to have. Like a miracle. Like if God could show up and make the impossible possible for you, what would it be? Think about that. But I don't want you to say it. I want you to write it on this piece of paper. But don't write the whole thing because it might be real long, or it might be embarrassing, or very personal. Just write the first letter of whatever it is on this piece of paper. Do you all have a pen or a crayon?
Write one thing that you want God to change in your life. Like a miracle.
Don't get the paper
Write a miracle?
wet. Don't get it wet.
Yeah, don't get it wet, he said.
Don't get the paper wet.
Here, like this broke. Okay, I think I have a pencil.
No, I took all that out.
Of course you did. Thank you. Here, okay.
I've got a red pen and I've got a mechanical pencil.
Think
What's
of
your
a
choice?
miracle. Is that you're supposed to write just one letter?
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
I have to think about it. Don't get the paper wet. I'm not.
Hey,
Miracle.
boom.
First letter is miracle.
Take a taxi. Yes.
Show me the first letter. The rest is no, I want those. Right, the first letter is a miracle.
I don't know what these are.
I don't know what those are. This is shrimp. But it tastes like crap.
Don't get it wet. Just anywhere on here.
I suppose so.
Eating some of those though.
Are you writing your letter?
All right.
Still hasn't written one.
It's fine. Now, oh, do you have the pen that I can pass around still? Are you all need to write the first letter?
Garrett. Is that Garrett?
Got to show up. What would that be? Right the whole thing.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now I'm going to put a hole in this paper big enough for everyone to walk through to show that some things that we think are impossible are actually very possible. Alright? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the paper, but I'm not going to fold it like a hamburger bun or a hot dog bun. I want to fold it like a hamburger bun. Or like a birthday card. So there you go. I folded it like a birthday card. Alright, now it looks like a birthday card or it looks like a bird. Okay. The next thing I need is scissors. But for the sake of the trick though, I want you to imagine that this is not just the scissors, but imagine that it represents prayer. Prayer. So what is this?
Prayer.
Prayer. Alright, the first thing I want to do is I want to cut from the folded side all the way to the top on the end, but I want to stop just before I get to the top. Alright? So I'm leaving it still connected on this side. I want to do the same thing I did over here, I want to do on this side. So I'm going to cut it from the bottom, folded side, all the way to the top, and stop just before I get to the top. Alright, now, if I open it right now, it's not going to be a hole in the paper big enough to walk through, but it's going to look like a little purse. Like a little purse. Okay? I don't want to cut the straps of the purse right now. What I want to do is I want to cut right along the bottom of the purse. Okay? So I'm going to take the scissors, which represents
Prayer.
and I'm going to cut right along the bottom of the purse. So here I go. Right along the bottom. Alright, now, if I open it up right now, it's not going to be a hole in the paper big enough to walk through, but it's going to look like two little doors, right? But those doors are too small for anybody to walk through right now. But by the time I'm done, it's going to be a hole big enough for everyone here to walk through, okay? Let me close those doors and ask you, do you think that doors that are impossible for people to open, God can open? God can open doors that people can't open? Alright. Let me close it the way it was before, like a birthday card. And then I'm going to get the scissors, which represents
Prayer.
and I'm going to cut it a few more times. I already cut it down. Now I'm going to cut it up. And I'm going to cut it down. And I'm going to cut it up. And I'm going to cut it down. And I'm going to cut it up. Now each time that I'm cutting it, the thing that you thought was surely impossible is becoming more and more possible. Every time I cut it, that door is getting wider and wider. Now I don't know what the letters represent that you wrote on the paper, but I imagine that all of those things are just as possible as this. They're just as possible. All you need is
Prayer.
or scissors. But you may have to pray about it more than once. Alright, so it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This is also a great way that y'all can make inexpensive party decorations on the fly. Alright, now, should have a hole in the paper big enough to walk through. And everybody who wrote something on the paper, you all need to come and you need to walk through your own personal miracle, whatever that is. Alright, come and walk.
I'm a changed person.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave. Sorry. We're walking through the hole. It represents prayer.
The hole represents marriage.
Oh.
I will leave the miracle with you. May all of your wishes come true.
Thank you, Forrest.